Welcome. The junior kindergarten, first grade, and second grade will be singing One Small Voice. With just one small voice, singing out a song. With just one small voice, singing sweet and strong. One by one they'll grow, and together sing along, and then soon all the world will be singing. With just one small voice, singing out a song. With just one small voice, singing sweet and strong. One by one they'll grow, and together sing along, and then soon all the world will be singing. With just one small voice, singing out a song. With just one small voice, singing sweet and strong. One by one they'll grow, and together sing along, and then soon all the world will be singing. And then soon all the world will be singing.
Thank you, junior and senior kindergartners, first and second graders. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Welcome to All Saints Carden Academy's 2012 to 2013 promotion and award ceremony.
Today we will witness and celebrate milestones and exemplary achievements.
To our families, we say thank you for being here today and for your constant and consistent support and encouragement.
Do we have fifth graders? Come on up.
Speaking of parental support and encouragement, you all have an opportunity to enrich the lives of all the ASCA students through our parent participation program.
Some of you even managed to go above and beyond the 30 hours required by the school. Today we would like to acknowledge those dedicated parents and grandparents.
As we call your name, please stand and remain standing until the end of our list.
Audience, please hold your applause until we get through the list, and then we'll applaud everyone at the end.
Mrs. Wardard Belding, Ian's mom, who showed our kindergartners through the Riverside Metropolitan Museum and chaperoned on field trips.
Mr. Cruz and Mrs. Cabezas, Alejandro's parents, who volunteered for lunch duty and field trips throughout the year.
Thank you.
This is such a long list. Mr. and Mrs. Franson, who made the spring fling happen, served on our school's board of trustees, and threw fabulous wine tasting parties for the teachers to celebrate the end of the school year. Thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Haynes, who championed the Global Day of Play and chaperoned on field trips. Mr. and Mrs. Hawk, who were such a tremendous help moving the church offices over to the house this year. They painted the entire exterior of the house. And they also researched and coordinated the successful Scholastic Book Fair that we just had, netting $1,500 in free books for all of our teachers. Awesome. Mrs. Molish, who has been our most successful box tops mom ever, who shamelessly used bribes to keep the kids excited about bringing their little sheets full of box tops in. She's also been instrumental in helping to implement an earthquake kit program so that CAPA will pre-assemble all the earthquake kits, and all we have to do is purchase it at cost. So thank you so much. Mrs. Rainey, do I see her? For volunteering tirelessly for lunch and recess duty so that our teachers could have a break in the middle of the day. Thank you so much. Mr. and Mrs. Pelagi for hosting our fabulous spaghetti dinner at Mario's place. Thank you so much. Mrs. Miracle for leading that thriving Boy Scout troop. It's so great, thank you. And Mrs. Varner for leading the Girl Scouts as well. And then all of the moms and dads who volunteer as leaders for Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. Please stand up. Mr. Varner for helping out during lunch duty. Betty Rowe for being so instrumental in helping the second graders with their blanket project. Let's see. Dr. Gillespie and Dr. Bartels for helping out with science in the classrooms, bringing that hands-on, and so much equipment you brought with you, so great. And Dr. Gillespie has allowed us to invade his lab space several times over at RCC. Thank you so much. The kids were helping me come up with this. So I'm just going to start listing some names. So David Resnick, thank you for everything. And Melody Clark, you did so much with the spring fling. And also David came in and helped out with science. I have Maya's and Ava's grandparents. Karen Lindwall for all of her efforts with CAPA this year. Thank you so much. Darcy Kerwin for the amazing yearbook. Looks great, thank you. Genevieve Chavez for the gardening program, and Philip Chavez for all of his work on Dear Santa. Mr. Lennox for all of his work with gardening as well. I don't know where he is. Let's see. Packing, probably. They have to leave at 11:15 to make their flight to Alaska. Megan Brusso for all of her work and for showing everyone. Erin Swinford for taking on the lunch duty schedule. That was awesome, and coordinating volunteers. Thank you so much. And I know that I'm forgetting so many, like everyone stand up because everyone is a part of this. So thank you so much. We could not be the school that we are without all of you. Thank you. All right, so moving right along. Okay. Our senior kindergartners have worked hard all year to master the skills they will need to be successful in first grade next year. Mrs. Petty and Mrs. Carnahan are now ready to certify that these students have done well, completed their work, and are entitled to enter the first grade next year. Parents, you will have a photo opportunity right here. Just please be mindful of each other. We're going to go very slowly so that you can actually come and take a close-up of your child receiving his or her kindergarten diploma. All right. So first up, we have Sky Haynes. Next, Kira Pavlon. Natalia Vieira. Madden Petty. Emma Hussein. Rachel Wood. Ian Belding. Julia Wilbur. Jessica Hawk. Brooks Branson. Alejandra Cruz. Emmett Molish. Excellent. Well done, new first graders. All right, aren't they so cute? All right, next we move to our student awards portion of the program. Our first award is the President's Award for Educational Achievement. So the purpose of this award is to recognize students that show outstanding educational growth, improvement, commitment, or intellectual development in their academic subjects. It's meant to encourage and reward students who work hard and give their best effort in school, often in the face of special obstacles to their learning. So the first recipient of the President's Award for Educational Achievement is Alex Michael. There you go, my dear. So she gets a certificate, and the certificate was signed by President Obama, so that's pretty exciting. And you get this cool pin that shows what a great student you are, so congratulations. Oh, you know what? You get that one. All right, and the next recipient of this is Jonah Millard. The next award is the President's Award for Educational Excellence. The purpose of this award is to recognize academic success in the classroom. To be eligible for this award, you have to earn a 90% or better GPA and demonstrate high achievement in reading or math on our ERB test, the national test that we take at the end of the year. Our first recipient is Ethan Cortez. Grayson Marlett.
And they get a cool pin too. So signed by President Obama, plus you get this cool gold pin that says, I'm a super student.
Clara Mundy. Kiara Pelagi.
Well done. Over here.
Whitaker Timber. Billy Miracle. Peyton Varner. This has been a surprise for all of these students. So, Drew Mitchell.
You don't have a camera. Okay, can someone snap a photo and then email it to her? Today, Mrs. Brandon, jeez.
Victoria Wood. Victoria Wood.
All right, Mrs. Brandon. Let's look at her now.
Okay, so one more round of applause for all of the residents. And so here's from President President Obama says, "Please accept my congratulations on receiving the President's Education Award. I'm pleased to join your family, friends, and teachers in recognizing this tremendous achievement. Nothing will have a greater impact on your success and the success of our nation than the knowledge and skills you gain in the classroom. Your future is in your hands, and as long as you stay focused on your studies, there is not a single thing you cannot accomplish. By earning this award, you have shown the discipline and drive to excel academically, and I encourage you to carry those qualities forward in all that you do. Congratulations again. I applaud the example you set for students across our country, and I wish you all the best for years ahead." So. All right, our next award is for perfect attendance. We only had one student who had perfect attendance this year. But I think it goes to work ethic and, there's a little grit and determination that it takes you there. Anyway, this, along with a $50 gift card to Regal, so she can enjoy her summer, goes to Ophelia Kimber. All right, next we have 3 awards that are unique to our school. They are named for our original 3 students, Catherine Bengston, Andrew Bengston, and Rachel Lennox. And they are awards that kind of capture their strengths. And when we see our students who embody these strengths, we like to recognize them at the end of the year. So the first one is the Rachel Lennox Award for Educational Scholarship and Achievement, and along with a $50 Barnes & Noble gift card and $10 Cold Stone, goes to Drew Mitchell.
Good job, Drew.
The next one is the Andrew Bengston Leadership Award. And this year we chose Victoria Wood.
Oh, okay.
The 5th and 6th graders it was kind of a rocky year for them, and Victoria was so instrumental in keeping the group, especially all the girls, just together and grounded, and so that's why she received that. Next one is the Catherine Bengston Kindness Award. And actually there are 2 recipients this year. One has already moved out of state, and so the first recipient was Jake Potter, who is always the first to say a kind word and to reach out to others. The next recipient is here with us today, who also shows those very same qualities. He knows no stranger and just always a friendly word to everyone. And this goes to Billy Miracle. All right, and then the next awards that will be given out, Mrs. Lennox will be handing out. They go to the promoting 6th graders. What's that?
And maybe Mrs. Madden wants to help him.
Sure.
Yes. And the team talks.
That's okay. I know a lot of you met in your classes. We meet here for 6th grade. Our first award is for outstanding in science and gardening, so he probably knows who he is. So Shell, would you come up for a moment, please? I'll give you that. Shell's science project won at the school level, the county level, state, and it's going to be going to DC in, I think, 3 weeks. We are so proud to have a student go so far. He deserves a lot of praise, a lot of work. So he has all these skills in that, and then my husband, who does the gardening, said he's fabulous. He could see him as a PhD in plant pathology or something, so he has many avenues to choose from. Our next award is for someone who keeps us going all day long with his wit, humor. I see him as the next Seth MacFarlane on TV. He is fabulous in art. He is fabulous in science. He's great in everything, really. Skylar, will you join us, please? He's our big man on campus, but he's so good with the little kids. Thank you. Victoria. Victoria is an outstanding student in everything. Everything she does is perfect, almost. She's our school winner for the spelling bee. She won at the school level and went to the district level in the science fair. She represents hard work. There's never a time she doesn't do a bonus question, and she doesn't write one line, she writes, she is quite an example for everyone. Victoria. And Drew. Drew has won that achievement award for 3 years. He scores high on all tests. He does his very best at all times. He has vocabulary and comprehension that most of us might not add to conversations. He will tell you about anything and can. It has been a pleasure to have him in our class, and we are so proud of you, Drew. Thank you.
Okay, and I guess
We'll just stay up for the good.
might as well. All right, 6th graders,
It's time.
it's time. Go ahead and put your certificates down, and we'll have a little photo op up here as we certify that you are ready for 7th grade. Yay. All right. So, first of all, we have Shail Gupta, who has completed the requirements for 6th grade this year. Well done, Shail. And Skylar Jessam. Congratulations, well done. Drew Mitchell. And we're done?
Our rose.
No, I'm kidding. Victoria Wood.
I always say our rose with the thorns.
All right, one more round of applause for these scholars. Okay,
You want to
thank you. You may take a seat down there, that's fine.
So, hold on there, Mrs. Lennox. Not only are the sixth graders being promoted, this is Mrs. Lennox's final year with us. And so you're going to have to go sit down because the junior, senior,
You want to come see it too?
junior and senior kindergartners, first and second graders, have prepared a little something special for you. So enjoy.
Sorry. All right. All those kids, huh?
This song is dedicated to Mrs. Lennox in honor of her retirement.
Well done, students. That was great. Thank you. We wish you the best of luck in retirement, Mrs. Lennox. I wonder what you'll do. But actually, we posed that question to a few of our teachers and students. And so I put together a little video compilation.
I just want to say one thing, Mrs. Lennox. I want to say thank you for all the lessons you taught me. Have a wonderful retirement.
We're going to miss, well, not the hard to tell you that. The last time she retired,